Hello, hello, hello. Who is online? Is anybody not online? Who is online? Hey guys, what's up, my people? Elizabeth, hi, you're welcome. Yeah, hello, hello. What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's happening? Is it going? Yeah. Okay. I remain your one and only Oma. Yes, this is Oma's vlog, and you're welcome. All right. I'm happy to have you around today, as always. You are welcome. You are welcome. If this is your first time of joining, is it some live video or you've been watching my videos but you've not subscribed? Please, what are you waiting for? Go and hit the subscribe button. You will learn the truth from here, okay? Yes. Hit the subscribe button. Hey, Dana, I love you. You know, hit the subscribe button, okay? Thank you for joining. To my old subscribers, I truly appreciate you all. You guys are amazing. I love you all a whole lot. Thank you for your take this for granted, as always. Okay? Yes. I can see people are online, so let's time, okay? Great. Well, today about spiritual spouse. You know, some people come to my inbox and ask me, Mommy Oma, Auntie Oma, there not something we can do to separate ourselves from the spiritual spouse? You know, spiritual spouse separation in the spiritual world. You understand? We can do to separate ourselves from this spiritual spouse and let us, enjoy our earthly mission and let us be successful are doing. Yes, and the truth is what I'm going to tell you today. All right, the truth I know is the truth that I will pass. I will not tell you what I do not know. All right, great. You see, the spiritual spouse of a thing. Tell you guys, we talk about spiritual spouse, not physical spouse, husband, and spiritual wife. Okay, yes. This is not, if you're a guy watching me, I want you to understand that if you find out that married to has a spiritual wife, has a spiritual husband, okay, and this woman is from the marine world, that is, she is a married, don't take it on her. It's not even her making in the first place. And if you're a lady, you find out that your man is in this shoe. You don't have to call off the wedding because of this. These things are normal. These things are normal. Just because it has not started, coming into a, not mean it's not happening. It is happening in the spiritual world already. It is taking place in the spiritual world. So that your own has you does not mean that you do not have a spiritual spouse. Do you understand? Nobody should hate on another because the person discovered that you have a spiritual spouse. These are normal, and I don't want you to take it on either of your, maybe you're in a relationship that you're in. Okay? Yeah. Godfrey Richard, how are you? Okay, so okay, he said about attack, don't worry. We are getting to that. And I'm teaching about attack today too, but I want to address this. Do you understand? Yes. I'm teaching about attack. All right? Like all these ones that feed on flesh. Yes. Don't worry yourself. I'm going to come to that. But I want to address this because I've gotten a lot of messages based on this and I want to address it. Okay? Yes. About spiritual spouse, a lot of people have no, they've not been doing well because of this. They've been on setbacks. A spiritual husband or spiritual wife can make you that contract you're going for, that business you're going for, you go there, you get nothing. Absolutely, you get nothing. You understand? It is their handwork. Don't ask me why. This is how it is in the spiritual realm. They don't want you to succeed simply because you've not recognized them, simply because you don't even care about them. Out of jealousy, out of, they are not happy with you, out of sadness, they decide to do these things to you. Some of the spiritual spouse can inflict you with sicknesses. You go to them, can inflict you with fibroid. They can inflict you with fibroid because they don't want you to have your own children. They are not even happy that you're staying with your husband in the house. Whenever you make out with your husband, they will be very angry with you. Yes. Some of these spiritual spouses are that jealous and that wicked. They can do that to you simply because they know that they'll be asking themselves, is it that you don't understand that you have a spiritual spouse? Some of these spirits are very active. Their activeness in the spiritual realm is not enough for them. They manifest in the physical. They manifest in the physical only to prove a point to you that you need to know that you came from somewhere. People, quit listening to people that are deceiving you. You see, let me tell you, if you want to understand who you are and what spirituality is all about, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to, there are people that when they go to bed, they visit a particular place. When they come to this place, they'll be like, I don't know, I've been to this place before. You have been to this place, not in the physical, but you've been to this particular place in the spiritual. Some people, they keep seeing themselves in a particular place, in a gathering, with different faces altogether. Let me tell you, these are your ndiotu. These are your realms that you are with. You now see yourself, maybe you're dining and wining with them. Your ndiotu are giving you food. They are feeding you. And it's not a good food. Because feeding in the dream is a very bad thing. It will have a negative effect on you. You see, some people will see themselves, sometimes they'll be climbing on a particular place. They don't even know, maybe sometimes it's even, a mountain. They keep climbing and climbing. This is what has happened in your previous life. You have reincarnated into another body, but your soul remains the same. It is a soul that has reincarnated before that is reincarnating into another body. Into another family, depending on the agreement you have in your previous life. Don't overlook these things. I mean, nobody should lie to you. We are all, as you are. We are all spiritual beings. Before you came into this existence, into this world, to exist as a human being, you have been existing in the spiritual realm. Don't you know? You have been existing in the spiritual realm. And somebody will come and tell you that, oh, God forbid, this and that, the other. Don't listen to that person. The person is deceiving you. If you want to know who you actually are, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Some people, they see themselves with a particular guy in the dream. With a particular guy in the dream. They always see themselves having a discussion, not like they are making out. So they always have discussion in the dream and all that. Sometimes this guy will visit them in the dream. This is who you are in the spiritual realm. They are trying to open your spiritual eye to see what is happening in your life in the spiritual realm, but you don't want to pay attention because you feel you can go to a spiritualist, you can go to a prophet, you can go to a prophetess, you can go to anybody at any point in time to look for the solution to your problem. 85% of your problems has been revealed to you in your dreams. Many times before you fall sick, you will see it in the spiritual realm. They will open up your eye for you to see it. God's will, Richard, how are you? I'm not with anyone and I live in Europe, but not talking. You know, I'm coming to that. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know, so all these things, as you are existing on earth, you have existed in the spiritual realm. And you are still existing in the spiritual realm. Because you have reincarnated into another body, you have not been cancelled in the spiritual realm. This is why when somebody dies, they hold only the body. The body, the spirit leaves the body, and the body is there, dead. That is the body they are going to bury. While your spirit still moves. Have you ever asked yourself, what's up with this spirit? All these people that died, what's up with this spirit? Have you asked yourself, okay, if at all these spirits are not, see that somebody is dead does not mean that the person is, as in the spirit of the person is dead. The spirit lives on. The spirit lives on. That is what takes us to reincarnation. Do you understand? Hi, Richard. That is what brings us, to reincarnation. Reincarnation exists. This is why you see yourself. Sometimes I will tell you that this particular person is behaving like your grandfather. There is no difference between you and the grandfather. Everything about the grandfather and you is the same thing. There is no difference. You understand? In the olden days, all these things are very easy to detect because the children that comes out, the children that they deliver, they eat sand, this soil, which is earth. They eat it. So when they eat all this stuff, when they eat all this sand, the spirits, the spirit that reincarnated into that body will be able to communicate. Because earth is sand. Earth is sand. This soil you see on the floor, on the ground is sand, and it is earth. They will reincarnate through that body. As they reincarnate, they want to communicate and let the family know that, look, I have come into this body. Sometimes you see this child, the child will be misbehaving. But for no just cause, so this child will just be misbehaving. You'll be saying, what's going on? Why is this child behaving like this? The spirit that reincarnated into that body only wants you people to go and find out who reincarnated into this body. You see a child of 14 years is still urinating on the bed. A child of 11 years is still urinating on the bed. It's not ordinary, and you call it spiritual problem. Yes, it's spiritual in the sense that it is a spiritual being that reincarnated into that body that wants you people to find out that he or she is the one that came into this family. And he came for a purpose. He came on a mission. And he needs you people to accomplish his mission or her mission. You know that so many times people will die without completing their mission on earth. People die on several occasions without completing their mission on earth. It is only one who is given the opportunity to come back and complete that mission that will reincarnate into another body, depending on how many times you have reincarnated. So back to this question. If you can separate yourself from spiritual spouse, you can. That's it. That's just the truth. You can actually reincarnate. You can actually separate yourself from spiritual spouse. Yes, many people have, but it's not about this separation. It's about what comes with it, what comes after it. Yes, yes, you want me to answer this person. I'm answering it with all honesty. With all honesty, they can actually separate you. Yes, there are some spiritualists that when you tell them, maybe this spiritual spouse, they are very wicked to you. They are very, very wicked. They don't want you to succeed. And you visit a spiritualist or you visit a man of God. I did not say man of God that is not, I mean a real man of God, a pastor that knows what's up. And they go and do some stuff for you and separate you. But it doesn't end there. The type of spiritual attack you will get, it will be better for you that you did not even think of doing so. And the truth that you separated, you did it in the physical realm, but it has not taken place in the spiritual realm. And this is what is going to aggravate their anger. The type of anger that it will aggravate in them, it will be better for you that you never thought of doing so. That you never thought of doing so. That you brought in people that will pray, they will cast, they will bind, they will do this, they will do that. They cannot catch spirit too. That's the truth. Spirit is just like air, breeze. They are not humans. They don't have this body, this skin like us. They don't. So when you are doing something, do it with your sense and your brain. If someone says, come, I want to cage your spiritual spouse. I want to separate you from your spiritual spouse. I want to do this. Why would you separate yourself from who you are? That's what I want to know. What's your gain? Whereas this is going to bring you problems. It's going to make you look like a dead human being. All your life, everything about you will be that you were suffering. You will go back to. In fact, it will remain for you to say you want to die. They will cause problems for you. They will bring failures for you. They will bring backwardness for you. And one thing I don't like about some spiritualists is that when they do consultation for you, they will tell you that you have spiritual spouse, and they know that they don't have this call. They don't have this calling. You know, we all have different areas that we are called to handle. They know they cannot do it. They will tell you, okay, come, I can do it for you. They will go and do it. After spending money, they did not do it well. Some people, the same thing with Agu, destiny helping spirits. They will know that they themselves, they have not instilled their own Agu. They will tell you that they can do it. They've not even installed their own. They want to help you and do what they cannot do. How can you give out what you don't have? What is wrong with telling somebody, I can handle this, I cannot handle this? What is there? I don't see anything wrong with it. If the person wants to go ahead and do it, you can look for someone that will help the person and do it, and that's fine. But stop agreeing that if they say do spiritual work, you say I'm there. Do settlements in the water, I am there. Do this one, I'm there. Everything, you are jack of all trade. And when somebody is sick again, you will say that I'm giving herbs. I mean, no. If you see a spiritualist that tell you that he can handle everything, no, he can handle it. That person is not telling you the truth. That person is not telling you the truth. We complete each other. We complete each other. Nobody is perfect. Nobody has it all. That is why if I can handle A, I can handle B, handle C. If I cannot handle D and E, I tell another person who has that E and D gifts to handle it. And that settles it. And not for me to accept I'm going to do everything in the whole world simply because I need the money. Or simply because I want to be called superior. I want to be called super. Can you be as superior as God? As God himself, even our forefathers, even our ancestors, they during their own time, none of them were able to handle everything once, and let alone now that we have untrue ones. I mean, you cannot handle this. Tell the person you cannot handle it. Nothing is wrong with that. It's not going to cause any harm to you. Nothing is going to happen. Do you understand? You understand? Okay, spiritual spouse. It's not about separating you from the spiritual spouse. It's about what comes out of it after the separation. The truth is that this spiritual spouse will never let you go. You've separated from the spiritual spouse with your lip. With your lip. It's the same thing with people that go for ancestral, what is it called? You know, all these ancestral spirits, deities and all that. You don't have the calling. You don't know anything about it. You go and involve yourself in it. You bring this or you bring the other one, bring the other. You say we are casting and binding. And you put everybody in problem in that very family. What? Kai. Everybody will be running helter-skelter in the family. After that destruction, after what you have done, after everything, the problem will become times 100. Everybody in the family will start getting messed up. Nothing will move forward. Nobody is moving. Everybody backward. Life will become messed up for every member of that family. Simply because you don't want to tell them the truth. You don't want to be honest with people. You just want to get money. You don't want to be honest with people. You don't have a calling and you pretend you have it. You don't have any gift at all. Show us your palm. Let's see the gift you have. Show us your palm. Let's do the reading. After consultation, let's do the reading for you and know that particular gift you have that will warrant you to do what? To handle these things. There are people that have Agum Mili. They have Agum, this destiny helping spirit, the one that called them, they have Agum Mili. And there are some ones that have Agu Obodo. This means that it's your village people, your community that has called you to handle this Agu. To handle this Agu, they have given you that privilege. And then you want to handle people who are outside your community. See, you people don't know what is inside this thing. And I see people many times, they go and be making mistakes. And then when they come back, it has become late for them. Because they have messed up everything. There is nothing like ignorance. That you are ignorant of this and that is not the issue. Nobody cares in the spiritual realm that you were ignorant. Except, of course, you need to do some stuff. You need to talk to. You need to use something to communicate with the spirit and let them know that you do not have a hand in this and you do not know anything about it. This is when they can listen to you. I taught you people about using kola nut to communicate with spirits. Using kola nut, using native egg. Let's be guided in the proper way. Let's stop dying in ignorance. If somebody is doing something for you, at least be smart about it. There are certain things somebody will tell you, communicate, you'll be like, no, this cannot be. You know? Some people, the kind of negative energy they are carrying is because of the abomination, the atrocities they have committed. It cannot even allow their work, the work they are doing for them to even have to be effective. So many people. And I want to let you know that every of your problem cannot be shown in one consultation. It's as time goes on, you keep checking yourself to know what's up. It's not something you do once and then you say that all your problems will come to an end. It's possible they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know there are certain things that is not time yet for you to know. There are certain things it is not yet time for you to know about it. And they will keep calm. Do the ones you have to do now. and later you take care of other ones. You know, this is it. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge is a problem. It's a problem. Some people will come and tell you that they have gone to for settlement, spouse settlement. They've done it how many times? Yet they have not. It has not, it's nothing. You understand? You've been doing the wrong thing. You have. Definitely. Spiritual spouse. I am telling you guys now on this live video, whoever that says, come, let me separate you from your shadow, from your spiritual spouse, tell the person, I know you are deceiving me. If I'm your daughter, you will tell me the truth. If I'm your friend, will you lie to me? Yes, you want to separate yourself from your shadow. Doesn't it mean that you're already dead? Doesn't it mean you want to be lifeless? These are spirits that can help you. These are spirits that can transform your life. When you know the right thing to do, these are spirits that can help your life situation. And then they will now give you one sickness. They will bring one sickness upon your life that you will start wondering, what have I done to deserve this? They will give cancer. Marine people, they sabi gives cancer. Cancer, they know it very well. All these deadly diseases you see. By the time they keep giving you signs, they keep revealing themselves to you in the dream, they keep doing this, that they keep doing that, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to recognize them. They will attack you. They will give you one spiritual attack that go to any hospital, they will not discover what your problem is. Some people, they will go. When they are sleeping, they'll come and they notice that some spirits are pressing them down to kill them. They wake up, they pray, and they say, don't worry, nothing is going to happen to them. You will not do something. And you call yourself that you are into spirituality, and you have been following Norma on YouTube. It's not everything you see that you practice. It's not everything you see on Facebook or on this social media that you practice. Do the ones you know that before you practice something, before you do anything, go and check, go and know. Ask your spirit some questions. Ask your spirit some questions. Is it okay? Is it advisable for me to practice this? Don't go and add the problem. Don't go and summon problem upon your life again, more than the ones that you are facing already. It's enough. It's enough. I mean, I get all these messages all the time, and I'll be like, let me tell you what you have to do. If you have found out that you are a mariner and you don't even know your water of incarnation, there is what is called water of incarnation. This is the water you were incarnated from. If you are a mariner, I have told you guys that one can have more than one element. You can have more than one element. The problem with all this is that when you do your water stuff, you forget about the Obanje Noana. You have done the one in the water. What about the ones on earth? What about Ezenu, God? Don't you know there are some gifts, there are some sacrifices you have to do for God. What do you have to do? This is just an offering to God. Just with smoke, anything smoke. You can burn incense for God. There are some things you will do. You burn incense and name it that this is for God. This incense will be traveling up to the sky on your behalf and send your message to God in heaven. Ezenu, the God in heaven is what I'm talking about. You are doing all the work you're doing. You have not even for once given any acknowledgement to God in heaven. The one that has created all these spirits you are talking about, all your spirit guides. The one that has assigned all this work to them one after the other. You have not recognized God. You have not. Whatever you are doing that you do not recognize God, it means you are an idol worshiper. You are worshiping idol, because even God himself, he doesn't even want you to share. He doesn't even want you to have any other God beside him. You acknowledge God. Don't you know that God also needs you to sacrifice some things to him? Do you know Catholic Church, when you come to their altar, when they do this when it's time for mass and all that, you see them, you see this stuff, that smoky stuff that used to come up and all that is a sacrifice. They're sacrificing. They want to, they want to also clear off the environment, and that thing will draw in all the good spirits to come up and be in that altar and be in that church, so that whatever it is that they are doing, God himself will be present, all good spirits will be present, and the evil spirits will be out. I mean, read meanings into this and read about it, you will find out. Or you look for someone that will explain these things to you. As you are now, sometimes you just put up your incense. Put up your incense, Good luck incense. There are so many incense in the market that you can buy. But the most important, the most effective ones are those frankincense. Frankincense is the stick. We have this the stick one. We have the other one. We have even 3 types. We have the black stone one and all that. You put it on. Meditate. Only you. Mention all the things you want. If you cannot remember, write them down. Place it beside you. Stay only you and meditate. God is still in the business of answering questions, of answering prayers. God has not changed. I want you to understand, but you have not been doing it the right way. It's not enough to always just bring your Bible, pray. Okay, in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, amen. God, I want you to do this for me. You have not even thanked him for the ones you have been doing. Even that you are alive today, you've not even thanked God. People don't even know the pattern to start their prayer. You have not even thanked him for the things, for the life you are living today. Even if nothing is moving on well for you, do you know that some of your mates are in the grave? Do you even know? You have not even thanked him, and you will start explaining to him that, look at Ada. Ada had traveled to the US with her family. She got married before me. Look at this one. Look at Okeke. Okeke has been doing perfectly well before me. In fact, I don't know. My life is it looks like I'm in a mess. God, why don't you take my life? What are you saying? This is not prayer. You are simply accusing God. You are simply letting him know that he has not done enough. You have not even acknowledged him. Whatever you are doing, give him all glory. Return all glory to him. Let him appreciate him first for the ones he has been doing. And then you now table out your problems one after the other. Boost up your prayers with spiritual items, spiritual rituals. Rituals is not something that is bad. It is something that will boost up your prayers. It is something that will make your prayers to be answered quickly. Do you know billions of people that want to be that their prayers are that they have been praying and it's not answered? Are you God the only one that is the favorite to God? Why do we use all these natural things? It gets to, if we use this spirit guide you are talking about. Now let me explain. This your guardian angel we are talking about. That's when you are, many people are praying to God at the same time. In the whole world, many people are praying to God at the same time. You can only be different. Your own can only be answered quickly. Quickly when you do the right thing you have to do. While others are still ignorant, you are fastening your own prayers by maybe acknowledging your guardian angel, by maybe all the spirit guides, by maybe this your ancestors. What they will do for you is to help you to present these your prayers to God. They will beg on your behalf. They will plead on your behalf that your case should be looked into, that your case should be settled. Forget about the fact that they were evil. They were evil not to you. You cannot judge. Allow them to be judged by God. Allow the judgment to take place on its own and not your business. if your mother was very bad and all that, your father was bad. I've never seen where God said, honor your good mother and your good father, and your days will be long. He said, honor your mother and your father, whether they are killers, whether they are devil, whether they are this, whether they are that. So long as they have given birth to you, so long as you came through their loins, so long as you are theirs, honor them. Their blessings will be with you. Their blessings will be with you. It doesn't matter your ancestors, they are this, they are that, it doesn't matter. What matters is what? That you are what? Acknowledging them, praying for them, and praying with them for them to help you. They have the ability to do so because they are spirits. They can actually stand in for you. They can make your case to be outstanding. They can make your case to be attended to with utmost, fastness. They can fasten it for you. These things are not magic. We don't even do magic in spirituality. We do the things we have to do, and we see that these things are effective, and we continue doing it. That is what I want you to understand. Someone cannot be deceiving you. How long do you want to be deceived? Even if you don't want to go to anybody, practice on your own. Do the things you have to do. But when you see that your case is very, very deep, let me tell you, there are some rituals you must not do if you know that you are bad, if you know that you have evil thoughts in mind towards your fellow human being. Someone called me and told me about a ritual he did. He said he learned it from somewhere else, another channel. And the thing is affecting him, that the thing exploded and injured his ear. And I told him that, how then? Don't you know you are the problem you have? The problem is living in you. You have a problem. You are evil-hearted. You are dark-hearted towards your fellow human being, and you go and practice what you know that they said back to sender. Anything back to sender, you have to be very careful with it. Because if you are the one that is the problem, it will surely back to sender. It will surely return to you. And you cannot expect everything to be smoothly done for you when you know that you are a problem to another person. You are the problem. You are why another person is shedding tears. Put these things into consideration. Let's trade with caution, my people. Stop being deceived. Some people, you will see yourself every time you go to bed. Some people every night when they go to bed, they see themselves pregnant. They are always pregnant in the dream. And they have never delivered that child. I've had a case of a woman that this happens to. This woman is a Katake Zewanye, queen mother in the spiritual realm. Queen mother, she has plenty children in the spiritual realm. And in physical realm, she has no child. She's always pregnant. She's always pregnant. She has never seen herself delivering that child. But she will see plenty children surrounding her every time in the dream. Plenty children will surround her like this everywhere. Plenty children. She has spiritual spouse, and she is a queen. She has a king in the spiritual in the marine world, in the marine kingdom. She has as a mariner. She has a spiritual spouse that is a king. Sometimes she will see herself when she's coming out. Many people, many men and many women will surround her and be working with her. As a queen, they'll put some stuff for her. She will work on it and all that, and she doesn't know. She will just come and be telling me that she's confused every time she's pregnant in the dream. Every time people will surround her. Every time this and that. They'll be bowing for her and all that. I say, see, this is who you are in the spiritual realm. This is who you are. And you cannot run away from it. This is fact. Your dream is already, you already know what your problem is. So what's the problem? You now go for consultation. Then somebody else is telling you another thing and you are believing the person. The person is supposed to tell you exactly what you are seeing, what you are experiencing, and not the other way round, and not any other thing. When they tell you another thing is a different, that means the person is not, doing anything for you. Gami, hi, you know. I mean, Mary Ann, how are you? Let's be cautious of all these things. Let's be cautious of all the things that we are, the people we meet for consultation, the people we meet for them to look at us and tell us to go and pray and fast. Someone will just look at you and tell you that, there is something they buried in your family. Tell the person to follow you. Let you people go and uproot it now. What is the problem? If somebody has told you they have buried something, why would the person tell you to go and pray and fast? Is it the prayer and fasting that is going to uproot it? Let the person follow you to your family. Let you people go and uproot it if it's a charm. If it's a charm. Please, people should not start with this call now. Don't start with this call. I'm on live. Oh my God. Do you understand? You guys should be, let the person follow you. Go and uproot it. And when the person is uprooting it, be looking very well. Let the person not do ojoro for you. Let the person not do, the more you look, the less you see. The person will do magic and tell you that something has they have buried something, this and that. Let us go. Don't worry, I'll pay for flight. Let's travel to my village. We are going. Don't start with this call. Don't start with this call. Please, you should. For now, please let me finish this live video. Please, if you are online and you see me, please don't call me, please. Don't call me so that I'll finish up with this live video. This is a very important topic. Alright? Let people stop deceiving you. Stop getting confused. Stop getting deceived. People will be telling you that, this and that. Hey, God, it looks like this and that, the other one. If you feel somebody is doing something wrong to you, if you feel somebody has taken your name to somewhere, bring the person's name for consultation. Do consultation for the person. If you feel someone has done something to you, do consultation to find out. And stop, being deceived. Please, people should make this call, okay, God. Please. You understand? I don't know if you guys can hear me because of the call. I don't know. I don't know if you can still hear me. Can you hear me? Hello? I don't know. So that is it. Stop being deceived. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You see yourself. If you keep seeing yourself in the dream, you see yourself always around. Stop deceiving yourself, telling yourself because you're seeing these children that you are going to have many children. Many people are already having plenty children in the spiritual realm. Some people are having serious challenges in life because of their reincarnate. The people that reincarnated them, they were so wicked during their last time. They have sworn, and after everything, because of some of them even cursed. They are the cause of you not giving birth today, because of what they did in their previous lives. Some of them, when they came in their previous life, they insulted people that had a woman. They insulted women that have no children in the physical realm, not knowing that these women they are insulting they are queens in the spiritual realm, and they have children in the spiritual realm. They are queen mothers. They are queens. And then when they go back, they now swear that anybody that comes through that reincarnates, anybody that spirit reincarnates through is going to face trouble. The person is never going to have is not going to have her own children. It happens in men, it happens in women. It happens in men, it happens in women. You see? All these things are real. There are no magic to it. They are real. Stop being deceived. Stop being deceived. Somebody will come and tell you story and all that. You believe the person. You go and be tackling you and be, having issues with your mother, having issues with your family because they have been lying to you. Hi, God. They are lying to you. They are telling you lies. They lied to you that your family is the problem. If they feel your family is the problem, tell them to give you the solution to this problem. It's not enough to give the person to tell somebody what the problem is. What about the solution to it? That is what matters. What about the solution? You can't just tell somebody that the person has a problem. Someone is sick and someone has been brought to the hospital, and the doctor, after diagnosing, after some tests and all that, the doctor will tell you that I've not seen anything. How do you feel? How would you feel? Or the doctor has seen something and then the doctor is telling you that I don't have any solution, even though I've seen that you have, malaria, I don't have any solution for this malaria. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? There is a work for every spiritual problem. There is a work for every spiritual problem. Stop. I don't believe in fake everywhere. No. Look through spiritual life and see what's up. Even when you are told what's up with your spiritual life, you will still know that this is the truth. You will know. You will definitely know. Some people are suffering today because of Ochumeta. Ochumeta is what? Self-inflicted abomination. Self-inflicted abomination. Please, I'm on live video. Please, I'm on live video. Limit the call. Please, limit the call. Please, I'll return your call later, please. So, this is it. Can you hear me? So, this is it. How can it be? Many people are facing all these challenges today. And they are what? They don't know. They don't know. Because they have refused to know. Hello, Marianne. Good day. How are you? So they have refused to find out. They have refused to know what the problem is. If you have any question based on this topic, please bring it on. Bring it on. Let me treat it once and for all. Please. I'm going to be done with this soon, and I'm going to tell you guys something else. Yeah. The end point of everything is that there is no separation between you and your spiritual spouse. QED. Shikena. If Hausa people will say shikena. Eh? Kaji. Do we have an outside in the house? Do you understand? There is nothing like separation. Look for solution to your problem. Some people, they have met them. I have seen a case. A young guy, this guy, he will go to the market. All of a sudden, he will go to the market to buy things. He's a business guy. He will go to the market. There is a particular woman that used to give him goods. He will pay and then he will take goods and all that. And he's been doing this. Yes, Chima, yeah, there is no separation. The separation is better. It is better for you to accept who you are, where you come from, and do what? Settle with these spirits. Settlement, yes. Then what's the solution? Settlement. Do settlement. They are spirits. If you settle them very well, they will leave you. They will leave you alone. They feel bad. These spirits, they feel very bad within them that you want to chase them away from your life. They will cause trouble for you. You have not seen somebody that has passed through hell because of spiritual spouse. The spirits that will come to your dream and be making out with you. Some men serve their spiritual spouse, they sleep with them in the physical, they see that they have released. Some women, the same thing is applicable to them. They sleep in the I have seen cases. Brother, sister, I have seen cases. I'm not saying that it's only spiritual spouse that can make you to have this thing, but when it keeps on happening, when it keeps repeating itself, this is when it keeps repeating itself, this is when you can't get what? Okay. When it keeps repeating itself, this is when it becomes a cause for concern. I mean, you can be sex-starved and you're not married. I know how these things works and all that. You're not married. You don't have any partner to stay with and to sleep with and all that. Sometimes you see yourself, all the thoughts you had in the dream, in the physical, maybe before going to bed. It's possible you watched a movie, a romantic one at that, and then you go to bed, you start practicing these things, and it's normal. You can, that one is different. It's a different case altogether. But that you're married, or you have a good relationship, you have a steady relationship, that you know that there is nothing like you're not sex starved. You go to bed and you see yourself making out in the dream or more. Seriously, and you tell me that you're okay. Spiritually, you are not. Sorry. You're not. You're not okay. It's not normal. It's abnormal. You understand? And you got to do something about it. You don't need to let it slide. You don't need to leave it like that. Something has to be done. Okay. All right. There is no separation. So this guy I was telling you about, when he goes to the market, when he goes to buy stuff and all that, he's been doing this business and he's been doing very well. All of a sudden, spiritual spouse has tried, as in real good. He will go to the market and buy things. They will take his money. He will come with plenty money in his pocket to go and buy something. They will take his money and leave only 1,000 naira for him for transport that he will use and go back home. When he got there, he was like telling people that he knows that the money is in bulk. Sometimes he goes with 500,000. Sometimes he goes with 400,000. Because he does not do bank stuff. He always go with cash. The money comes in cash and all that. And sometimes because of where he used to buy things from. These business people. Now, it's not all of them that prefers to do, bank transactions and all that. They prefer to buy in cash. This guy went. This thing happened 6 times. To him, 6 times, he will come with money. He will be looking for. You will see that there is zip where he used to close the zip. He wears this combat that has zip. They will take the money and leave only 1,000 naira for him. He will take transport and go back. The 6th one now happened. The woman said, I don't know what else to do. Just carry the goods and go. When you are done, because I know you are a very successful young man. You are very successful in your business. Just carry it and go home. Later, when you are done selling the market, don't worry, bring money for me. The guy took the goods. Within 2 days, this woman, she saw the woman's call, calling him that he should come and pay the money. He said, Madam, what is this? Are you trying to insult me? You know that I don't have this money. My money is gone. I don't have this money. So what are you saying? How do you want me to pay this money? The woman dropped the call and called again. After the next day, she called again. The guy now got angry and packed everything that he got from the woman. Packed everything and said he's going back to the woman's shop to go and drop everything. That he's tired. You understand? That he's tired. Yeah. That he's tired. He has to go and return it. He's no longer interested. He packed everything inside the car and brought it to the shop. The woman saw him and said, what's the problem? Kilo day. The guy said, you are asking me, you, how many days did I take goods and you're telling me, please, I've sold only this one. Take your money, take your goods. I'm tired. I don't want to do the business again. After all, you are the one that forced me to buy this thing. The woman said, me called you. For what? I've not tried your number since the day you left here. I've not called you. The guy said, what are you saying? You are lying. You're a liar, madam. Said, I have not called you. I did not call you. Let us check my died call. That is it. Oh. They checked it. This woman denied that she did not call this guy. The guy said, so who called me with your phone number? They now checked that call yesterday, the one that happened yesterday before he got angry and packed the goods and came the next day. They did not see anything. I said, what is happening? Who then called me with your number? It now occurred to that is a spiritual spouse. They are trying to, the guy has spiritual spouse. The guy has Awu. They are Awu. So they are destiny helping spirits. They are all working against him. They are all working against him. On getting to the house, he said he needs to get himself first. He needs to get himself first. That let him just go home and relax. In fact, business is no longer doing. He just told the woman, carry your goods, take the money, later we'll talk. Now God, the woman was surprised. Why will I call him when I have plenty? I know him. Once he's done, he will bring my money for me. What is the problem? He now carried her goods. She carried her goods. On getting home, this guy saw that in his compound, he's staying in a very big compound. In his compound, only his compound has been, the water in his compound is above the house. Only his flat. Only his flat in that compound, and it is not rainy season. Yeah? That is when it occurred to this guy that something is wrong somewhere. This guy passed through hell, when somebody passed through hell, only him, he couldn't go inside. He went to go and, he was like, what is going on? He went to go and stay in his friend's house. The next day, because he has a car, the next day he was moving. As he's thinking about his life and everything, he was moving. A small boy ran into his car and got knocked down. Wahala be like waiting again for Nigeria. Because this guy, the guy, he said God, so he has killed somebody. This is how this guy was like, oh my God, what is happening to me? Everybody started avoiding this guy. This guy, what is happening to me? He took the guy to the hospital. On getting to the hospital, he did not see the owner of the hospital. Neither did he see any doctor or nurse in a very big hospital. Nobody was in that hospital. It brought the little boy was not breathing, nothing. Immediately, he just dropped the guy there. He was crying. Who is going to help him? Who is going to help him? What is happening? He saw a man inside the hospital. He doesn't know the person that owns the hospital now and all that. He saw the man in the hospital. He saw ladies wearing nurses' uniform inside the same hospital. Immediately they touched the guy. The guy got up immediately and said he's hungry. He said, what? You're hungry? You're hungry? Somebody that was lifeless when I brought the person here. Do you know that it was later that both the owner of the hospital don't know how the thing happened? Nobody can explain. The owner of the hospital was not around. Neither are the nurses. They said they have never seen that face before. They have never seen that face. That the people that attended to them, the same face, the same nurses, but they are the spiritual ones. What they did to this guy, before the guy got to their father and started telling the father, that every time in the dream, he used to see something, but he doesn't know the particular place it is. The man will say, what are you saying? Please, I don't want to, I am no longer interested in all this spirituality thing, because I don't want to do anything that has to do with this and all that. This is a very long story, but the end point of everything is that the guy later discovered who he is, and he followed his path. And let me shock you. This guy later, This guy later now in their village is the one that is helping everybody in that particular village. He has the offer. The offer he has, they call him Akaji offer. He has the offer of their community. And he is also having the awu of their community. For years, nobody has taken it. It is now the guy that is called. And he's not even the first son. He's not even the second son. He's not even the third son. He's even the last. He's the last. And later, the second one, the other boy in their family, came back from where he was at the bakery, where he was working in the bakery. He had problems there, and he came back again. They called him, they brought him back. All this thing I'm telling you is something that happened in reality. I have not even watched any movie that is like this. When this guy was passing through this thing, it was happening. This is spirituality. A lot of people are going through this thing today. Their own did not come like this. How can you explain when you put your hand here, it's not moving? You put your hand here, it's not moving. You put your hand here, it's not moving. Everywhere you put your hand is not moving. Everywhere is blocked. And other people are moving. People will use products. People will use soap. It will work for them. It will not work for you. How do you explain all these things? This is not magic. It's not magic in any way. It's reality of life. It's spirituality. When you are called, this one is a called one. This guy, I'm telling you, is a called one. When you have a spiritual call, this is what will happen to you. He is called. He is called. He has great album. And he is also having spiritual spouse. On top of it, all of them joined forces to be dealing with this guy. Because the guy is a manserver. This guy is used to be a manserver in Catholic Church. He's serving mass. All of them in their family, they know them. They serve mass. And they took him from where he is to call up because of his destiny. Because of his destiny. A lot of people are passing through this kind of thing and they don't know. Your own might not come in this way. It might come in another way altogether. But what I'm telling you, that they will suffer you. They will deal with you. They will surely deal with you. If you don't want to do. Some people, they will just give you sickness and go and rest. You'll be running from east, west, north, and south looking for solution. No solution to your problem. No solution to your sickness. You will be looking for solution. No solution to your problem. No solution to your sickness. Until you do what you have to do. You will be doing it with that sickness. Because it will take time before they will even help you to solve that's your problem. It will take time. You understand? One woman in my church has similar experience. Her spiritual husband even came out to beat her physically until someone is testifying. It happens. Spiritual spouse, I've seen a spiritual spouse that came when a woman was pregnant. That is when the spiritual spouse used cane. If you see the cane in physical, flog this woman, flog this woman, flog this woman, flog this woman. He dealt with, the spiritual spouse dealt with this woman, that this woman confessed that, hey, God, what she's running away from, there is too much power in it. Spiritual spouse can deal with you. Abu can deal with you. All the spirits you see, they are not something to joke with. When they come up, you cannot run away. You cannot run away from them. A pregnant woman, this pregnant woman, this woman was like, what? The woman ran away. The woman ran away. The spiritual spouse in his mind will be like, so you have the God to sleep with another man and get pregnant when I'm here. You don't know. You think men are jealous in nature. Not wait until you meet spiritual husbands. You think men are naturally jealous when it has to do with their loved ones in physical. You think they are jealous. Wait until you meet a spiritual husband. You will see what jealousy is all about. And those ones that are very active are the jealous ones. They don't want anything. Whenever you have anything, any good man that wants to come and ask for your hand in marriage, that is when they will resurface. They will go and put problem. Some of them is when they are going to your village to go and ask questions. They will transform. They will go and put problem for you. They will go and put problem. They will send people to go and tell them that you are a prostitute, that you are not good for marriage. They will put problem. The spiritual spouse can make your husband to be. The only thing that it will be ringing in his head is 1,000 reasons for him not to marry you. It's not that you are bad. They will just be putting problem for you and your husband. Until divorce will set in. Until divorce will come in. That is their work. That is their work. Yes, because that is what they want. They want you to divorce. They don't want you to marry that man again. They don't want you to be in that relationship again. They don't want you to marry. That is why. You haven't seen anything. Is it possible for someone to have more than one spiritual spouse? Seriously, you can actually have more than one element. You can have one more than, but one must be superior than the other. If you might have more than, but you cannot have more than one spiritual spouse. No, it's not possible. Good evening. Yeah, well, it's not possible. When you settle a spiritual spouse once, do you need to do the settlement all the time? No, not settlement. It's not settlement. You do all the time. You can settle, and then the next one you'll be doing is Iloma. We call it Iloma. You just go there, go to your water of incarnation, or maybe if you are from earth, it depends. You understand? You can just use your kola nut and go there and say what you want. All the things, maybe there is something you've been expecting and all that. You just go there and use your kola nut and talk about it. You understand? And drop some things and go your way. That's how it works. One settlement, but you can go from time to time. Maybe, especially when you have something that you want. You have something that has been bothering you and all that. Do you understand? You just go ahead and do what? You just go ahead and do what? Do this Iloma. It will help you. That's how it works. Yes, that's it. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about, the last one I want to talk about. Someone came to complain to me that a guy has been disturbing his life and all that, and be causing troubles for him, and that causing troubles for her. That she doesn't even know this man. She doesn't even know this man. She has never come across this man before. But at a place where at the beer parlor, this man approached her and told her that you are going to die in pregnancy. You are going to die in your pregnancy. Whenever you get married and you are about to deliver, you will die, because that is what the promise. That is the oath that your reincarnate took before your reincarnate died in her previous life. I was like, are you serious? This lady was telling me that she's scared and she doesn't know what to do. I told her, you don't have to be scared. You don't have to be scared. What you have to do is just to get me a native egg. Get me native egg, okay? Then get me one native egg, and then you get kerosene. You know kerosene that I use in cooking. That is it. You just go there. Go to your house, use it and pray. After praying, remove every this negativity in your body. Remove every negativity from head to toe. Then take it through. Anything that is said before me, that anything you don't, any agreement that was done with that I'm supposed to receive because of this, that I'm not going to receive it, because it is not me that had this agreement. Therefore, it is not going to affect and in the physical. After saying it, you have palm oil in your palm. You use it and touch it, rub it. Salt does not have anything. That oil and salt does not have any disagreement, because they are in agreement. They are always in agreement. They are like brother and sister. Therefore, you don't have any problem. You don't have any business with anything that anybody has done. You don't have any separation, any problem whatsoever. Whatever they have planned is not going to work. You understand? You rub it on it after. Go to a tree junction. Go and drop it there. Don't break it. Just go there and drop it. When you get home, take kerosene and pray over this kerosene. rub it all over your body. Do you understand? Rub it all over your body and tell yourself that nobody eats meat that is mixed with kerosene. No spirit eats meat that is mixed with kerosene. Nobody eats meat that is being mixed with kerosene. Therefore, whatever it is that is their plan, they will not eat you, or either raw. They will not eat your meat raw, and nobody will take away your life during pregnancy. And then when you're pregnant, if you eventually get married and you become pregnant, you should always wash your tummy and your head with coconut water, and nothing will happen to you. If you have money, do consultation. Always run consultation and ascertain that everything is fine based on your life. You understand? So that is it. All right, guys, I'm coming to the end of today's live session. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with Oma. I love you, and I love you. If there are questions you have that I'm not able to see or answer here, please repeat it on the comment section. I'm going to answer all questions, all right? Thank you very much, and do have a lovely day. Bye.